Hey everyone, welcome back to another commentary. Today we'll be going over Sinbad the Sailor. So Sinbad is the second character from Sonic and the Secret Rings to join the game. The first of course being Darkspine Sonic. And I wonder if they'd maybe add the version of Tails from Secret Rings. I'm blanking on his name right now, but I know there was a version of Tails in Secret Rings. Or maybe they could add the main villain of the game, Eraser Jin, as a challenger. That'd be pretty cool. Challenger really could use some more original characters in the rarity. Because back when the rarity released in 2021, the rarity was supposed to be for all main antagonists from across the Sonic franchise. But nowadays it's being filled with like variants of characters and collaboration characters that sometimes don't make sense for the rarity. Like Red, for example, from Angry Birds. Don't know why he's a challenger. But either way, we'll have to see if they do that. Anyways, Water Wheel is similar to Red Dragon from Dragon Hunter Lancelot. It's a boomerang attack that you can't jump over or slide underneath to avoid it. You have to switch lanes if you want to avoid this attack. And this attack also doesn't give that many invincibility frames. So if you get hit by it when it shoots forward, you gotta remember to switch lanes after that, because when it comes back, it can hit you again because of how short the invincibility frames are on this item. And his new trap, Riptide, is a trap that covers all lanes on the track. It doesn't have a open lane like most other traps. It covers all lanes on the track, which is pretty cool. Traps like Hedge Maze, Rocky Road, Lily Trap, and Flu Shot used to cover all 4 lanes, but then they got nerfed in 2022 to only cover 3 lanes, leaving 1 open lane like all other traps. So now they're bringing this mechanic back with Riptide, which is interesting. Though Riptide isn't really that good of a trap, which is sad. It's got a pretty cool mechanic where when your opponent gets hit by it, they'll get pushed 2 lanes to the left and they won't be able to switch lanes during that. They can only jump or slide, and the trap doesn't give any invincibility frames, similar to Drumbeat from Drummer Cream or Earth Shaker Fist from Karate Knuckles. And it also doesn't take any rings away, just like those attacks as well. The thing is, though, this attack doesn't really stop your opponents really well. It just pushes them to the left 2 lanes and slightly slows them down during that. But they keep moving at a pretty good pace to where that if you hit someone, like for example, you know, like near the end of a track where if you're close to someone, you'd normally try and hit them with your trap, like an E-mine, in order to hit them and give them huge damage so you can pass them and get the win. With this trap, that doesn't exactly work, because if you hit someone near the finish line, they're just gonna get pushed 2 lanes to the left and they're still gonna cross the finish line going at a pretty good speed. It doesn't slow down your opponents enough for you to pass them, which sucks, to be honest. It can make for a good combo with Water Wheel though, since Riptide doesn't give any invincibility frames. You can hit them with Riptide and push them 2 lanes to the left, and they'll be stuck there for a little bit since they can't switch lanes during that. And then you can hit them with Water Wheel to do that combo. But I feel like they should buff the damage of Riptide to where that it slows down opponents more and functions better as a trap more than a mild inconvenience. That's kind of how the trap is right now. It's more of just an inconvenience for your opponents than actually damaging them and causing you to pass them. And then he has Invincibility, which is a pretty mid boost. It's outclassed by a lot of meta boosts nowadays, like Dragonflight, Claw Boost, Base Rush, Viking Offense, you know, those type of boosts. So Sinbad's kind of a bit underwhelming. He's on the balanced side of things, but he's a little too far on the weak side in my opinion. His trap could definitely use a buff. That would help him a lot if he could actually stop people better with his trap. Because right now the trap is more of a mild inconvenience. But anyways, let's do some races. I'm at 6.3k right now, so I'm probably not going to do too well in these races if I get a bad matchup, but let's see. Oh, we got the Extreme Gear Shadow bot. Yeah, because Extreme Gear Shadow's event starts tomorrow. So the bot's currently at a chance that you can get him in the game, which is pretty cool. And Marine will also be joining the game soon, which will be finally another original character. That'll be really nice. I'm getting body blocked a lot here. Okay, finally got the trap. But as you can see, I can just hit myself here, and you can see it doesn't really do much. It just prevents me from being able to switch lanes, which is not necessarily really good for stopping people, which is why I think they should buff the damage. We've really got to hit that movie Super Shadow, though I really can't do anything with Sinbad against movie Super Shadow. Let's see if I can water wheel him. Since they can't jump or slide to avoid that attack, it'll be pretty good here. Okay, Valhalla Surge did that. And yeah, she won. What a surprise. At least we took care of movie Super Shadow. -7. That sucks. On second. But the other thing I wanted to talk about in this video was Upgrade Boost. So Upgrade Boost is a thing that happens after you unlock a new character. So during the event, before you unlock the character, Upgrade Boost won't work. But when you unlock the character, it's like card boost for event missions. Where when I collect this mission here, it gives me 9 cards, but then Upgrade Boost gives me 30% more cards, which is pretty good. It's really nice and helpful for getting upgrades faster, which is always appreciated, and it lasts for the duration of the entire event after you unlock the character, which is good. It's really nice because on a normal special character release event, the drop rate is 5 to 40, which is a pretty bad drop rate, but with Upgrade Boost after you unlock the character, the minimum you can get in a mission becomes 7, which is still pretty but it's at least helpful. And if you get lucky with a really good drop, it could really boost the cards, which is really nice. Alright, took out movie Supersonic. I think Upgrade Boost is a great addition. It's really nice for helping upgrade event characters when they release. I don't know how it functions on recaps when you've already unlocked the character. Maybe it just won't work then? I don't know, or maybe it'll just automatically activate at the start of the event because you already unlocked the character? We'll have to see, or maybe it's just for new characters. I'm not exactly sure. As you can see, I got 20 here, and then Upgrade Boost gave me 6 extra cards, which is really helpful. I like this new feature. It'll definitely be helpful for like Extreme Gear Shadow, because with Extreme Gear Shadow, since he's going to be a challenger character, you'll be able to use card boost on challenger chests to boost your cards in challenger chests, and you'll be able to use Upgrade Boost to boost your cards on event missions, which will be really helpful for the entire event. Because challenger characters can be like really easy to unlock, especially if you use card boost. You can only unlock them within the first day if you grind enough without the vault. So we'll have to see how that goes for Extreme Gear Shadow's event. Yeah, but you see here, I just hit Classic Sonic with Riptide, and it literally did basically nothing to help me stop him. I really think Riptide could use a buff, for sure. Yeah, look at that, I hit the SBO, and I couldn't even pass him. But luckily I've sandbagged the boost, so maybe I stand a chance here. Let's go ahead and go, because I knew it was going to try and kunai grapple me. Alright, we got a win with Sinbad. Nice. Alright. Let's do another race. I'm mainly looking forward to, oh gosh, double level 13 movie Super Shadow players. Movie Super Shadow is still really prominent thanks to that movie recap. Did they really have to do another one? But either way, as I was saying, I'm really looking forward to Marine, because she's going to be a new original character. I'll be hoping to get her on max level, since I'm hoping she's going to be like a rare or super rare, because, you know, it's an original character. Why the heck would she be a special character? That makes no sense, because special characters are all variations of existing characters, or collaboration characters like Chuck or Longclaw, which are only there because they're literally from other collabs. So it would make most sense for Marine to be a rare or super rare. My guess is rare, because it would make no sense for Marine to be a higher rarity than Blaze, because both are in Rush Adventure. So we'll just have to see what rarity Marine ends up being. I'm hoping for rare, but super rare would also be good. Imagine Marine becomes a challenger though. That'd be crazy. And that'd be so funny though. It would make no sense. It would make about as much sense as Red being a challenger, to be fair though. But anyways, I'll do 2 more races. Okay, Warlock Infinite, Oni Mephiles, and Tangle. Okay. Got Tangle, and Oni Mephiles got me. Now we gotta play catch up to Oni Mephiles. Alright, we're making good ground. Dang it, Oni. And now, there we go. Good thing I perfect dodged my own trap. Alright, the Oni won. Alright, and we'll do one more. Another Sinbad, Warrior Shadow, and the Extreme Gear Shadow bot. Here we go. Extreme Gear Shadow's looking pretty cool. He doesn't look too game-breaking based on the showcase videos the Hardlight ambassadors showed, so that's always good. Okay, got the other Sinbad. Nice. Alright. Let's see if I can maintain this lead. I just gotta hope I don't get spear sniped. Alright, let's see. Probably gonna want to get a shield here. There we go. Yeah, Warrior Shadow's close. Okay. Got hit by Rick. You see what I mean? I got hit twice and did nothing. It was Warrior Shadow's trap who actually stopped me. Alright, -7. Oh well. Warrior Shadow won. Well, that'll do it for this commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed. Overall, Sinbad's a pretty character. I feel like he could use a trap buff. I'll see you guys in the next commentary.